Today, a special holiday approaching the scene. I'll invite you to a couple of photo contests and take a look back at some of my favorite moments from the past 175 weeks of approaching the scene. Well, hey everybody, it's Hudson. Welcome to this week's video. This is week 175. Approaching the scene 175, where there hasn't been a Thursday for 175 weeks without one of these videos. And I want to thank everyone for being a part of this community. This video is launching on Thanksgiving here in the United States, Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, however you want to think of it. I always like to give thanks to the things that have been empowering in my life. And you as a community watching these videos, communicating with me via email, via the comments on the YouTube channel, via our office hours that we started during the pandemic, where we all get together and just have a big group chat at least once a month on Zoom and YouTube Live. It's been so empowering for me, and I just want to thank all of you for driving the direction of this channel and contributing with what you want to know more about and your own curiosity and your interests, because it's driven my curiosity and my interests in the content of this channel and even some of the directions that we've gone with workshops and products that we offer. So I just want to thank everyone for being such a fantastic group of photographers and photo aficionados. So thank you. So this week, a couple of announcements about some cool photo contests. One is got to be submitted by tomorrow if you're watching this video the day it launches, Thanksgiving Day. We've got a quick submission deadline, so I'll be talking about that in 1 second. I'm also going to just steer through some of my favorite approaching the scenes from the past 175 approaching the scenes. I'm going to link the two photo contests. I'm going to link those approaching the scene videos that I highlight. And then I'm just going to wish everybody to have a good time with family and enjoy the holidays and get to eating some good food with my own family. So I'm super excited. All right, the photo contest first. We've got a little photo contest I'm running. It's really short duration. You have to get an image in. If you're watching this the day it launches, the deadline is November 26th, noon. This video is launching on the 25th. The gallery's been open less than a week, but submit an image. I will pick one of them, and it's gonna win a $100 gift certificate to anything on LubeCube's website. I'm putting a link to the video about how to sign up for that. It has detailed instructions, and you know I love LubeCube stuff. I use their Panel Pros and LubeCube 2's mini panel lights all the time. So you can win one of those. All the instructions are at the video that's linked in the full description to this video. You can also get there at hudsonhenry.com/LubeCube contest. All right, that's contest number one. Contest number two, you got a little bit more time. Favorite image that you've taken in 2021, uploaded at hudsonhenry.com/office hours. There's instructions there. Please follow the instructions. Name it with your name. Make it a 2500 pixel JPEG. Don't upload more than one. We're going to go through and we're going to pick 3 winners for that, and everybody's going to get what I think is the coolest tiny mini Bluetooth controller on the planet, the Foolography Unleashed. And the new version of that's going to work not just with Nikon and Canon, like the original version, but also with Sony, Panasonic, and Fuji. So it's expanding, it's getting even cooler. The latest firmware for the original version is amazing. You can pick whichever one you want. The new one's not quite out yet, it's on Kickstarter. So I'll put a link to that, hudsonhenry.com/office hours in this video's description, along with a link to the Kickstarter site about the new version of the Unleashed coming, so you can learn more about it. They used a little bit of my stuff in there. I'm an ambassador. I love those guys. And big thanks to LubeCube and to Foolography for allowing me to run those contests for all of you in my community. All right. Oh, also, you get the 3 of you that are chosen get the Foolography Unleashed, but you also get a $75 gift certificate for anything in my store, from tripods, which that's a new thing too. We've launched custom-built tripods, or just the bare set of legs that I love most. There's videos about that, hudsonhenry.com/tripods. And there's always links to all the gear that I use that I keep updated constantly at hudsonhenry.com/ATS links. Those links help me out. Thanks a million for using them. All right, so before we get to just, everybody here, at least in the States, enjoying a bunch of good food and family, and hopefully, even if you're not here in the States, what better excuse than to get together with family and just be thankful with one another. So I got a few episodes of Approaching the Scene from the past 175 weeks that I thought were kind of fun. Going way back to Approaching the Scene number 27, tips for better looking prints. It's something I hear a lot from people. My prints look too dark, my prints aren't the right color. I have some tips in that video to help you get a better match of what you're seeing on your screen onto the paper out of your printer. And I'm always willing to talk about printing. And actually, Rick LePage and I have some plans for this next year for doing some more printing training. And there's a bunch of fun stuff in the works, so stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot of fun training coming ahead. The very next week, I did another video that was really popular, but it's been a long time. It's advanced panoramas and finding the nodal point. I talk a little bit about what really is an advanced panorama. When do you need to worry about finding not really the nodal point, but the no parallax point? The entrance pupil of your lens is a better term than nodal point, but that video will demystify all of that a little bit. It was done a long time ago. You'll notice my hair was shorter when I did those videos. I'm probably due for a cut. Third is just a fun one, a trip, an exciting adventure that I did a number of years ago as I made my transition from being a practicing attorney, which, believe it or not, some of you may not know, but I once was a very unhappy but practicing attorney. And one of the big changes that happened with me was a 2-week unsupported trip with 2 friends over the Brooks Range, a traverse of the Brooks Range through the heart of the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. And I was shooting both film and digital in those days. And so it's kind of an adventure story through my images, which is kind of how I came into photography in the very beginning, was storytelling. And so, you know, I love to tell those stories. So that's a cool one. All these videos are linked in this video's description. All you have to do is click on the video's title or show more, and you'll see links to each one of these chapters. You can just click and link right into it. Next, we've got why you should really consider a QD strap. I hear a lot of people talking about different ways to carry their cameras. A QD mount in your L bracket on your camera and a strap like I love from Lumalabs, it just beats anything. I'll show you why in that video. Next, better photography. This is not that long ago, approaching the scene 155, 20 weeks ago. Better photography requires practice, not new gear. That's one that I think, a lot of people come looking for gear reviews and talk about new gear and thinking about what the next new thing to buy to improve their photography is. And that one really gets to the heart of what I believe is true, that being out there working and practicing and knowing the gear that you have is more important than that next piece of gear. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And then finally, approaching the scene 159, something that I don't think is controversial in the slightest anymore. The future is mirrorless. Why mirrorless has eclipsed DSLR. A fun discussion about that and why the DSLR is just not what's being developed moving forward by any of the brands. So those are some fun choices to kind of look back and see some of the conversation that's transpired in the weeks leading up till now. For me, I'm going to go off and enjoy some really good food, have fun with the family. I want to wish everyone good luck that's joined the photo contest. I am really enjoying looking through the images that you're submitting. I hope you all will choose to join up with the office hours on December 7th, 10 a.m. Pacific. You can submit that image for the contest, hudsonhenry.com/office hours, and sign up for either Zoom or YouTube Live, and submit questions too. We'll do a bit of Q&A and we'll go through some of the images from that gallery. If there's too many, we probably won't get to them all in the hour, but we'll go through and look at some of the killer stuff that you submit. You as a group of viewers submit some of the best images when we have galleries and we offer it up for office hours. I'm really, really proud of the quality of stuff that you give me to review. And you as a community just all deserve a big pat on the back for the interactivity in the YouTube comments section, for the way that you bring up what's interesting and important and remind me what's important. I had somebody just recently tell me, I saw you were getting a 1 terabyte card for your Z9. You should really consider, the throughput of compact flash express B cards with that new camera that's coming. And it caused me to sit back and do a little review and thought, and there'll be a video coming soon about compact flash express B cards. And I would say For those of you waiting for a Z9, don't be buying cards for it yet. I'm going to talk about what you want to look for. There are other people out there talking about it too, but I did some interesting tests with cameras that currently exist, and it's clear the Z9 is in a new category. So, you know, for those Nikon people, I don't mean to go into Nikon land, but interesting stuff that I'm constantly getting feedback from all of you that really drives what I do as a photo educator. We've got new workshops about to launch. There's a lot of fun, cool new stuff. I'm doing a whole bunch of videos right now about Nikon's APS-C offerings, the ZF-C and the Z50, and my thoughts on why that's a really awesome little system that even if you have a Z6 and Z7, you shouldn't eschew Nikon's APS-C offerings in the mirrorless realm right now. They're pretty cool, and certainly it's something to think about for people looking for a more budget-oriented option that has a lot of performance and is fun to use. So a lot of new stuff coming. This next year is going to be amazing. I hope everyone's enjoying the holidays. I know that I am. We've got family in town right now, so I'm going to get out there with them. I hope everybody else is enjoying time with family. Thanks so much for watching. Everybody stay safe, stay creative. We'll see you next week.